Okay, so today we're going to draw a building with a perspective in mind. So we're going to start with a single. We're going to start with what I have here. I have, uh, this is a paper. This is my page. I drew this. This is the page. Here's a label that reminds you this is the page we are drawing on. This is completely digital, mouse and keyboard. You can do the same thing with paper with pencil. You get a piece of paper and you can tape another piece of paper to the back of it. Whoa, that's not a rectangle. You can tape another piece of paper to the back of it and draw a star on it. You can grab one giant piece of paper. Whoops. You can grab one giant piece of paper and put it behind the whole thing. Just put tape on it and draw a point here and a point over here. And they will be referred to as the horizon points. Okay? Just get rid of that right quick. The horizon points, we're going to draw a line between the two and take the arrow off the head. And we're going to actually round out both sides. There we go. So let's zoom in a bit. This is our picture. That's the horizon line. You can see the horizon, okay? That's the whole point of the horizon line. Now we are going to leave the horizon line on, but it is going to be thin and faint. It's going to be very transparent, and we're not going to overwrite. We're going to do normal. Paint.net. I love it. I love it to bits. But sometimes the things that I told it to do just aren't exactly what I wanted it to do. So, there we go. This very faint line, that's the horizon. Now, let's go back to regular black. And we're going to go back to 2 points of line. And we're going to draw the corner of the building, okay? So let's say we want the corner of the building to be here. All right? Now, in order to get the building to line up with everything else, we're just going to draw lines from the top and bottom of the corner to both horizon points. And perhaps this isn't the best. We're going to lower this corner a fair bit. There we go. This was a lesson that I learned in perspective. There we go. Now let's add the other edge to the building, and then let's add another edge to the building. All right, and then I can grab this. There we go. And we're going to use this white rectangle to erase. Whoa, don't do that. We're going to use this white rectangle to quote-unquote erase the lines because, like I said, this is mouse and keyboard. So it's going to be a little bit jankier than normal. But here you can see, through some really simple line work, we have what could possibly be a building. And I tell you what, it's going to be a building. Just watch. We're going to add another layer. I'm going to go back to the line tool, and we're going to make an X on the front of the building so that we can find the middle. All right? This X is the middle of the building from left to right. In perspective, it's actually a teeny smidgen bit shifted to the left. If I come over here to the left wall and grab this, you'll see that this is 30 pixels wide. And if I come over here and grab it and swing it over, it's 40 pixels wide. So to get the middle of your building, that's what you have to do. It would be the same over here. To get the middle of this side perspectively, I would just draw an X, and the middle would be right above the X. This being done I'm going to go ahead and make another layer because I can delete layers really easy. We're going to drag this up a bit, straight up. Boink. All right. Coolio. And actually, we're going to we're going to layer that layer on top of that layer. So this is what we have. This is the layer we have of reference points. Like I said, you can use pencil and paper and just erase your reference lines. That's what this gray thing across the horizon is. That's just a reference point so that you know where the horizon is. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our line tool again on a clean layer, and we're going to drag it just a smidge of the way down. All right, and then do the same thing for the other side. Ka-chow. Now, grab the edge of this, bring it over to your reference point. Grab this, run it over to the reference point. All right, now you gotta do a little bit of spitballing on this one, but you just gotta eyeball it. You just gotta eyeball it. That looks about like the edge of the barn. Looks about like the edge of the barn. You could use parallel lines, I believe, because these would be parallel. It's hard to say. I really don't fully understand. Wrong button. Maybe this is a little bit more slanted. What if it went like, nah, what if it went like, okay, that's a little bit more natural, I think. All right, now let's grab the eraser, make it big. I like them big. I like them racy. Actually, I forget. We're on layers here. I don't have to be careful. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now let's grab my paint bucket and change my mode to layer. And let's paint this white. There we go. With less tolerance. There we go. So, and then remove this layer. There we go. We have a basic building in perspective. We have the corner that we started with, a couple of lines off to the side. We were able to tack a roof on pretty easy. Now to get, let's add another layer. Oh, hang on. Let's overlap all of these. Now we have one image, make one more new layer, and we have a 2-point line to draw, a really tiny one that goes from here all the way over to this reference point. Doink. And then we swing in here with our eraser, and we just erase all of that. Here we go, that'll work better. Erase all that line off of this layer and then sink it back down. So now you can zoom in and you can see just little parts, little bits and bobs. But that's how you get started. Let's say you wanted to draw shingles. You would do the same thing, the exact same thing. Just run lines over to your reference point. Whoop. And because of the resolution of the image that I'm working with right now, these shingles don't exactly look the best. They would look better if they were spaced out more. There we go. Maybe they're boards, wooden boards that were cut to make the top of this building. And I just realized I am not doing this on a separate layer, so it's going to be kind of hard to clean this up. So you can do that. We got the basis of some shingles, and then you can just grab your paintbrush and just manually put some shingles in there, like you put some breaks in there. When I was in art class, we used rulers for most of the line work, but then these small things we just did some freehand. Now you can probably tell my freehand, these shingles are not parallel in the least bit. They look a little bit shoddy. You could do the same thing to put boards on the side of your barn, like that. Yeah, just like that. And if you were doing this digitally like me, you would probably do this in layers. The roof would be its own layers, the side would be its own layers. But if you're doing this on pen and paper, it's usually easier, I believe, to draw what's on top first and then work your way towards the background. See, since this is the main piece of our artwork, we can put like a silo, a grain silo behind this barn, and we would simply draw it behind the barn, but not draw the parts that we can't see, because then you'd have to erase them. Likewise, if we were drawing the silo first and then the barn, you would have to erase parts of the silo, and you might not be able to get rid of those parts of the line. Let's go ahead and add like a door to the barn. So, I say a door. Just eyeballing it here. This was roughly the middle. We're just going to pretend like we know where it's at. So that's where the door splits. You can continue every line that's parallel with the top of the door. You can swing those all the way to the reference point to keep your perspective. And that would make the most quote-unquote professional looking picture most likely. Put some cross sections on this door. Like I said, I'm doing this digitally, so it's a little bit janky. Oh yeah, that part was janky faux show. There we go. That's not too terrible. But of course, this was in the perspective lesson of art class, so the teacher was making sure that we used rulers and stuff. Put some boards up here. And let's go ahead and grab the eraser and do some cleanup. Whoa! Okay, paintbrush instead. Whoa, hey, play nice. And if you're working in a medium that's a little bit more permanent, such as paint on canvas, like Bob Ross said, there are no mistakes in life, just happy little accidents. So here we go. Erase all that off the page. Erase all this off the page. And there we go. We have a somewhat convincing barn. And you can go ahead and add some color to this, some stereotypical barn colors. Like maybe the side of it is red. Whoops, raise the tolerance on that. Lower the tolerance on that one. All right, and then let's get some shingles. Those are dark brown. Pro tip, brown is just really dark orange. So if I got something that was full saturation, grabbed an orange color, come over here to the V. I don't know what the V stands for. It's the slider from the color to black, darken it. Brown is just really dark orange. And then you can take some of the saturation out to make it more woody colored. And I'll take out a little bit more blue. No, that makes it look like barf. Add some blue, take out the blue. You just gotta fiddle with it. You just gotta fiddle with it. In the world of paint, brown is just a mixture of red and green. Raise the tolerance on that so it feels in the shingles a little bit better. Yeah. And then this keeps the same tolerance, right? Yeah. The magic wand is amazing. I love the magic wand. In paint.net, the magic wand is one of my favorite tools. What happened there? It leaked. It leaked out. It leaked out there too. Okay. Grab the bucket. Paint. And paint. That's not doing quite what I expected it to. We'll just go back to painting like this. Whoa! So the reason that occasionally the paint is slipping into the outer edge of the world is because the edge is a little bit too bright. I'm going to go ahead and grab my paintbrush, swing it down to a size 2, do some repairs. I say repairs. Alright. Do that. Go back to the bucket, grab my eyedrop tool, grab that, paint, paint. Alright. And then grab the eyedrop tool again, grab that off the front, pop, 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 pop. Alright, it's a barn. Shazam, it's a barn. So now you know how to draw a building with realistic perspective. You just have to have 2 points off to the edge of your paper, and everything that is supposed to be horizontal with the horizon, or just horizontal with it, I don't know, just do it. Do stuff. Fun stuff. Another exercise we did with this perspective stuff was we drew squares. We drew cubes. 3 cubes. There was a cube up here, there was a cube in the middle, and there was a cube on the bottom of the page. And it was just like this. You draw the front, then you draw the perspective. But you also had to have a top of the cube, so you can see the bottom of this cube. So the way that you get that is you draw from that corner all the way over here, and from this corner all the way over here. And now you have a cube. This is a cube. So with 6 perspective lines and 3 vertical lines, you can draw a cube suspended in space. Just like that, real easy. This is about the only lesson, per se, that I could reteach someone from art class. And I learned this in year 1. I did 6 years of art class, and I learned nothing. Thanks. Bye.